whilst it spreads very easily, it doesn't mean that it is more disease causing. So yes, you need a lower infecting dose to infect you, and that's how it has generated more cases. But the one fundamental thing that we are forgetting, and we have a focus on a new strain instead, is this. This is a person-to-person spread of infection, and therefore, if you are careful amongst other people and you take your mask wearing and your infection control seriously, you will be okay, provided you do your infection control.
Now, in terms of the vaccine, we see this rolling out now. The UK a little ahead of the curve, the US working to catch up. Here in Israel also, we've begun with the Pfizer vaccine. Now, as you see the plans in place here to vaccinate the public in these, at least in most countries now that have the ability to deal with these vaccines, are you optimistic that we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, the beginning of the end perhaps, with dealing with this pandemic?
I think so. I think so. And if I were to be advising governments, I would say this. It has proved very difficult to test, trace, identify and isolate. The only way, the only good way, the smart way is to invest heavily in immunizing as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. And by doing that, we will create a large number of people who are immune and protected, and that will reduce the circulation of the virus and then bring down cases and the rest. But we've got to do it, and we've got to do it as fast as possible all over the world, and that way we will regain control.
Do you think there will be issues with large portions of the population that resist, and I don't mean medically, but I mean philosophically, getting the vaccine here? Is that a problem you anticipate, or do you think that for now we're talking about isolated minorities?
I think the vast majority of the population will take the benefit of being immunized and protected and hopefully save their lives as well. People who are worried and concerned, we have a duty to explain to them what the issues are, what the vaccine does, what it doesn't do, and reassure them. But we never force people to say, you must take the vaccine. And I feel there are enough people who will just take the vaccine. We will, of course, reassure them that it is safe to do so. And that way, we will make the difference with lowering the case numbers and making progress.